Hi guys, today I'm doing a sort of makeup tutorial, how I do my makeup video. One of my best friends had her 25th birthday recently and she wanted a Hollywood glam theme, and she told us we all had to come as Hollywood glam. So I didn't have most amazing clothes to wear, so I thought I'd do like a makeup thing, and I ended up going with this look, which is kind of flawless skin, quite subtle shading on the eyes, black liquid liner and then a bold red lip. So I thought I'd show you what I did on the night, and I tried to kind of replicate exactly what I did. On my nails, before I get started, it's kind of black sparkly, and I have used these two polishes, Leighton Denny Man Eater, which is just black, it's really nice and glossy, and then Topshop Panther, which is from the new Dark Side of Nude collection. And this is really nice black and silver sparkle. So that's what I've got on my nails, in case you're wondering. And yeah, I'm going to get started with the makeup tutorial, so I really hope you enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to start by just clipping my hair back so it's out of my face. I've already moisturised using my Ember Release because I'm trying to finish it, it's nearly finished. I'm going to use my NARS Pore Refining Primer, which is the oil-free one. Again, I really like this one. Just put it all over, it's really easy to spread, which I like. It's really important to use a primer for this kind of look, or for me it is, because when I go on a night out I really want the makeup to last, and I tend to get ready quite early for a night out as well, so it kind of has to last from like 8 o'clock or 7:30 till like, I don't know, like 2 or something, so a primer is a must. And then for this look I used the YSL Le Teint Touche Eclat foundation because this has no SPF in it, and for those of you who don't know, SPF causes flashback, which means if people take photos of you using a flash, it will kind of flash back and you end up with a white pale ghost face. So it's important to use a moisturiser with no SPF in it and a foundation with no SPF if you think it's going to be like flash photography. So I also really like this foundation, and it's kind of a bit heavier than the rest that I use. So I'm just going to put a bit, and then I'm actually going to use my hands to rub it in first, because I just feel like hands work best with this kind of gel foundation. So I use my hands to just spread it all over my face. I really like this foundation as well, it gives a really nice like flawless finish. So I use my hands and then I use a brush to blend it out. I just bought this one, it's the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I didn't need it, but I wanted to try it. It's kind of like the buffing brush, but just a slightly different shape. So I use this to just blend the edges. Sometimes I take a little bit more just on the bits I think I need a little bit more coverage. This is a really nice brush, it's really soft actually. Okay, so now my base is done. I'm going to do concealer. And again, like I always use the same concealer, because once you find one that works for you, just keep using it really. So I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown Corrector in a light bisque for my dark circles. And just apply that under my eyes and kind of up into the inner corner as well, because I get quite dark there. And then just use a MAC 224 to blend that out. I'm then going to use my Origins Plantscription concealer in 02 and just use that under my eyes, around my nose, on my chin, and just blend that with the same brush. I think with this look, just make sure everything's really blended properly, because I want to have really sort of smooth looking flawless skin. And then if you feel like you need any more, what I do is I look down and then you can see the shadow. So if you look down into the mirror, you can see where you need a bit more coverage. That's my little tip for under eye concealing. So I'm going to use a powder today, because if it's for a night out, again, like I just really want it to last. So I'm going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte powder in 001 Transparent. And first of all I'm going to use this, which is another new Real Techniques brush, and this is the setting brush. So I'm going to use this to set under my eyes. So I just take a bit of the powder on this brush and then just dust it lightly under my eyes. And this will just make my concealer, it will just set the concealer and make it last. And then I'm going to use my big Japonesque powder brush, number 333. Take the same powder and just powder the areas I think my makeup will disappear from first. So my head, nose, chin, mainly down the centre of the face. I haven't taken much, I don't want to look powdery. Now, as I said in my last video, I do my face first, I don't know why. Bit of highlighter now, and I'm going to use the Jemma Kid Dewy Glow All Over Radiance Cream in 02 Rose Gold, which is just one of my favourite highlighters. It's a cream highlighter, it looks like this, as the name suggests, really pretty rose gold, and I just find this gives the most natural glow, so I just push my finger around like that, and then I'm just going to put it on my high tops of my cheekbones and just sort of press it in. And although it's not going to come out on camera, it is quite subtle actually, but it just kind of catches the light. And I'm also going to put a little bit down my nose, on my cupid's bow, and a little bit under my brows. So now I'm going to use a bronzer, and I'm using my NARS Laguna. It looks like this, and a Real Techniques blush brush. I'm not going to do too much bronzer, but I always feel like I need a little bit just to sort of define my face a bit. And again, just in the contours of my cheek, up to my temples, a little bit down just to blend it, and that's kind of enough for this look. For blusher, I'm going to use NARS Deep Throat, very rude name, but this is a really nice kind of peachy pink. It's not too much. Obviously there's going to be kind of black eyeliner and bright lips in this look, so I don't want the cheeks to be kind of too much. I'm using my Japonesque 324 blusher brush, just putting a bit of that, and then just putting really quite a little bit just on my cheekbones. Just sort of adds a bit of definition just on top of the bronzer, so now I look like I have cheekbones. I'm going to take a bit of Kryolan eyeshadow primer, and even though I'm not wearing a lot of eyeshadow in this look, it just really smooths out the skin on my eyes and just makes it look nice and gives it a nice sheen. So I'm going to be doing a black liquid liner, but I don't personally like wearing just liquid liner and nothing else, so I'm going to be using a little bit of shadow as well. Actually, before I forget, I'm going to use my HD Brows brow beater just on my brows. This is just a clear brow gel, kind of keeps them in place. They seem to sort of go all over the place sometimes, so this is really good, just kind of set them in place. And it's not too hard, I don't like it when eyebrow gels like kind of get hard. So anyway, for the eyes I'm going to be using a shadow from my Urban Decay Naked palette, and it's going to be Buck, which is this one. It's kind of the darker of the two matte colours, and I'm kind of going to use it as like a contour colour. And I'm going to use a tapered eyeshadow brush. This is called the Small Tapered Blending Brush E45 from Sigma. Just take a little bit on my brush and kind of, I'm going to put it on my hand as well to make sure I don't have too much. And then I'm just going to put this in the crease and slightly underneath. Just, I don't want it to look too much, but just to kind of add a bit. Just put it in the crease. If you keep your eyes open while you do this, you can see where the crease is. And then I'm also going to take a little bit of that same colour, Buck, underneath the eye, just because I quite like having a bit of eyeshadow under the eye. So I kind of think this balances it out a bit. If you've got liquid liner, it doesn't make it like top heavy. So when you're done with that, just kind of tilt your head back, look in the mirror, and just make sure the eyes are completely blended, because you know you're not going to have your eyes open the whole night. You will kind of close your eyes and you want to make sure it looks tidy. So I just tilt my head back so I can see, and that's kind of the eyeshadow done really. So then I'm going to take my Bobbi Brown Long Wear eye pencil in black, and I'm going to put this isn't going to look pretty, there's no way of doing this looking good. I'm going to put it in the top inside of my lash line. What's that called? Like tight line or something like that. But anyway, so I'm just gonna, I know I've already done my shadow, probably should have done this first, but I'm gonna lift my eye up from the brow and just put this eyeliner in here. What this does is just kind of adds more black to my lashes, so it kind of just makes them look thicker and fuller. This is a really nice eyeliner to do it with because it's really soft, it doesn't scratch your eye at all. And now I'm going to do my liquid liner, which is always the hard bit to do on camera when you can't see anything. I'm going to use the Soap & Glory Supercat liquid liner. This is my favourite liquid eyeliner. I'm going to try and do one eye on camera, but I might have to do the other one off camera. So I start by just doing a really basic line across my lash line. I find it easier once I have that to work from there. So once you have like just a line across, I'm going to try and wing it out a little bit, but not too drastically, but I'm basically going to just follow the line. I'm just going to neaten it up and kind of put more of a point to the end of where it wings out. So that's the kind of look I'm going for. It's kind of really simple, just follows around the eye and flicks up a bit at the end. Nothing too drastic, but just kind of pretty black liner. So that's both eyes done with the liquid liner. I'm now going to use a mascara. Today I'm going to use the Avon Super Shock Max mascara. This has a really fat brush and you can get really thick lashes with it. So I'm just going to put this on the top. I don't wear fake lashes, false lashes, it's just a thing, I just don't like them. I'm sure they look really nice with a look like this, I just find them a bit creepy, so I just don't wear them. So I'm just going to use this. It's not my favourite mascara of all time, but I quite like using it sometimes. And once the top lashes are done, I'm actually going to use a little bit of the Bobbi Brown Intensifying mascara on the bottom lashes, just again to like weigh it out a little bit. Just make it look a little bit more glam. Just a tiny bit. This is a really cute mascara, it's got a tiny wand. So it's really good for bottom lashes. It doesn't smudge. And then that's kind of everything apart from the lips. The lips are the final thing. And this is kind of what makes the look really. Everything else is very simple. Which is what I like when I'm wearing a bold lip. So I'm going to do red lip, and I'm going to be using MAC Cherry Lip Liner and the Clinique Chubby Stick Intense in 03 Mightiest Maraschino. So first of all, with the MAC Cherry Lip Liner, I actually, when I did this look a few hours before, I moisturised my lips with some lip balm. I haven't done that today, so hopefully it'll be okay. But normally when I wear like a bold lip, I make sure my lips are really moisturised first. So I'm going to take this lip liner and just kind of roughly line my lips, just because it makes it easier. Chubby Stick's really kind of big, as I'm sure you know, so it's quite nice to use this to sort of define the lips first. I rest my little finger on my chin. I don't know if that's like a tip or not, but that's just how I do it. I make the line quite thick so it's easier with the Chubby Stick. Then for the top bit, which is a bit more fiddly, just take your time with this, that's what I find works the best. Don't feel rushed. So once you've done the outline with the red lip liner, I'm then going to use the Clinique Chubby Stick Intense, which is the new ones, which have a much more intense colour, and it's really nice glossy, you'll see. So you can see how amazing this colour is, and because you've done the lip liner, it's kind of really easy to use. There's not much space to fill in. And then once you've done that, you can kind of see if there's any bits on the edges that you need to fill in. And then that's the lips done. The most important step for the lips is put your finger in your mouth so that you don't get lipstick on your teeth. like that, and then you can see the bits that come off on your finger. So that's kind of the finished makeup look. Really simple, as I said. The lips are kind of the main focus. But I had my hair in like a rough kind of plait. I'm sure it's not very Hollywood glam. I'm not really a hair person. But I think I kind of, if I remember, I curled this bit of my hair. So I'm just going to use my GHD straighteners and just basically take bits of hair and just kind of twirl the straighteners. And it kind of gives a bit of a curl. I don't want anything drastic. I just kind of wanted a bit of movement there. And that kind of gives a little bit of curl, and then you can just kind of pin these bits up where you want, really. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you like seeing the Clinique Intense in action, because it's amazing. So let me know what you think of this look, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.